Shalom, and welcome to Who is Yahuah. Thank you for joining me as we gather today's portion from the scriptures. Today's reading is Yashar'Al, Leviticus, chapters 5 through 7. Yashar'Al, Leviticus, chapter 5. If anyone sins and that he hears the voice of an oath and is a witness, whether he has seen or known, and he does not report it, then he shall bear his iniquity. Or if anyone touches any unclean thing, whether it is the carcass of an unclean beast, or the carcass of an unclean livestock, or the carcass of an unclean creeping thing, and it is hidden from him, and he is unclean and guilty. Or if he touches the uncleanness of a man, whatever his uncleanness is, with which he is unclean, and it is hidden from him, and he becomes aware of it, and is guilty. Or if anyone swears rashly with his lips to do evil or to do good, whatever it is that a man might utter rashly with an oath, and it is hidden from him, and he becomes aware of it, and is guilty, in any of these things, it shall be, when he is guilty of one of these things, he shall confess that in which he has sinned, and he shall bring his trespass offering to Yahuah for his sin which he has sinned, a female from the flock, a lamb or a goat, for a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him concerning his sin. If he cannot afford a lamb, then he shall bring for his trespass, which he has sinned, 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, to Yahuah, one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. He shall bring them to the priest, who shall first offer the one which is for the sin offering, and wring off its head from its neck, but shall not sever it completely. He shall sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the slaughter place, and the rest of the blood shall be drained out at the base of the slaughter place. It is a sin offering. He shall prepare the second as a burnt offering, according to the ordinance, and the priest shall make atonement for him concerning his sin which he has sinned, and he shall be forgiven. But if he cannot afford 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, then he shall bring as his offering for that which he has sinned 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall not pour oil on it, nor shall he put frankincense on it, for it is a sin offering. He shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful of it as its memorial portion, and burn it on the slaughter place, on Yahuah's offerings made by fire. It is a sin offering. The priest shall make atonement for him concerning his sin that he has sinned in any of these things, and he shall be forgiven. The rest shall be the priest's, as a grain offering. Yahuah spoke to Moshe, saying, If anyone commits a trespass and sins unwittingly concerning the Kadash things of Yahuah, then he shall bring his trespass offering to Yahuah, a ram without blemish from the flock, according to your estimation in silver shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, for a trespass offering. He shall make restitution for that which he has done wrong concerning the Kadash thing, and shall add 1/5 part to it, and give it to the priest. The priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, and he shall be forgiven. If anyone sins and does any of the things which Yahuah has commanded not to be done, though he did not know it, he is still guilty, and shall bear his iniquity. He shall bring a ram without blemish from the flock, according to your estimation, for a trespass offering to the priest. The priest shall make atonement for him concerning the ignorance in which he erred and did not know, and he shall be forgiven. It is a trespass offering. He is certainly guilty before Yahuah. Yashar'Al, Leviticus, chapter 6. Yahuah spoke to Moshe, saying, If anyone sins and commits a trespass against Yahuah by lying to his neighbor concerning a deposit, a pledge, or robbery, or if he has extorted from his neighbor, or has found what was lost and lies concerning it, and swears falsely, in any of these things that a man may do in sinning, then it shall be, if he has sinned and is guilty, he shall restore what he took by robbery, or what he has extorted, or the deposit which was committed to him, or what was lost that he found, or anything about which he has sworn falsely. He shall restore it in full, and add 1/5 part more to it. He shall return it to him to whom it belongs on the day of his guilt offering. He shall bring his trespass offering to Yahuah, a ram without blemish from the flock, according to your estimation, as a trespass offering to the priest. The priest shall make atonement for him before Yahuah, and he shall be forgiven concerning whatever he has done to become guilty. Yahuah spoke to Moshe, saying, Command Aharon and his sons, saying, This is the thurah of the burnt offering. The burnt offering shall be on the hearth of the slaughter place all night until the morning, and the fire on the slaughter place shall be kept burning on it. The priest shall put on his linen tunic and his linen girdle, and he shall remove the ashes of the burnt offering, which the fire has consumed on the slaughter place, and he shall put them beside the slaughter place. He shall then take off his garments, put on other garments, and carry the ashes outside the camp to a clean place. The fire on the slaughter place shall be kept burning on it. It shall not go out. The priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order on it, and he shall burn on it the fat of the shalom offerings. Fire shall be kept burning on the slaughter place continually. It shall not go out. This is the thurah of the grain offering. The sons of Aharon shall offer it before Yahuah in front of the slaughter place. He shall take from it his handful of fine flour of the grain offering, with its oil and all the frankincense which is on the grain offering, and shall burn it on the slaughter place for a pleasing aroma as its memorial portion to Yahuah. What is left of it, Aharon and his sons shall eat. It shall be eaten without leaven in a Kadash place. They shall eat it in the court of the tent of meeting. It shall not be baked with leaven. I have given it as their portion of my offerings made by fire. It is most Kadash, like the sin offering and the trespass offering. Every male among the children of Aharon shall eat of it as a perpetual statute throughout your generations, concerning the offerings of Yahuah made by fire. Everyone who touches them shall be Kadash. Yahuah spoke to Mashah, saying, This is the offering of Aharon and of his sons, which they shall offer to Yahuah in the day when he is anointed, the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a continual grain offering, half of it in the morning and half of it in the evening. It shall be made with oil in a griddle. You shall bring it in mixed. You shall offer the grain offering in baked pieces for a pleasing aroma to Yahuah. The anointed priest who will be in his place among his sons shall offer it by a perpetual statute. It shall be wholly burned to Yahuah. Every grain offering of a priest shall be wholly burned. It shall not be eaten. Yahuah spoke to Mashah, saying, Speak to Aharon and to his sons, saying, This is the thurah of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, the sin offering shall be killed before Yahuah. It is most Kadash. The priest who offers it for sin shall eat it. It shall be eaten in a Kadash place, in the court of the tent of meeting. Whatever touches its flesh shall be Kadash. When any of its blood is sprinkled on a garment, you shall wash it in a Kadash place. But the clay vessel in which it is boiled shall be broken. And if it is boiled in a bronze vessel, it shall be scoured and rinsed in water. Every male among the priests shall eat of it. It is most Kadash. But no sin offering of which any of the blood is brought into the tent of meeting to make atonement in the Kadash place shall be eaten. It shall be burned with fire. Uyakara, Leviticus chapter 7. This is the thurah of the trespass offering. It is most Kadash. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, they shall kill the trespass offering, and its blood he shall sprinkle around on the slaughter place. He shall offer all of its fat, the fat tail, the fat that covers the inward parts, the 2 kidneys, the fat that is on them, which is by the loins, and the cover on the liver. With the kidneys he shall remove. The priest shall burn them on the slaughter place as an offering made by fire to Yahuah. It is a trespass offering. Every male among the priests may eat of it. It shall be eaten in a Kadash place. It is most Kadash. As is the sin offering, so is the trespass offering. There is one thurah for them. The priest who makes atonement with them shall have it. The priest who offers any man's burnt offering shall have for himself the skin of the burnt offering, which he has offered. Every grain offering that is baked in the oven, and all that is prepared in the frying pan or on the griddle, shall be the priest's who offers it. Every grain offering, mixed with oil or dry, belongs to all the sons of Aharon, one as much as another. This is the thurah of the shalom offering, which one shall offer to Yahuah. If he offers it for a thanksgiving, then he shall offer with the sacrifice of thanksgiving unleavened cakes mixed with oil, unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and cakes mixed with oil. With cakes of leavened bread, he shall offer his sacrifices of thanksgiving with his shalom offerings. Of it, he shall offer one out of each offering as a contribution to Yahuah. It shall belong to the priest who sprinkles the blood of the shalom offerings. The flesh of the sacrifice of his shalom offerings for thanksgiving shall be eaten on the day of his offering. He shall not leave any of it until morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering is a vow or a free will offering, it shall be eaten on the day that he offers his sacrifice. On the next day, what remains of it shall be eaten. But what remains of the meat of the sacrifice on the third day shall be burned with fire. If any of the meat of the sacrifice of his shalom offerings is eaten on the third day, it shall not be accepted, and it shall not be credited to him who offers it. It will be an abomination, and the soul who eats any of it shall bear his iniquity. The meat that touches any unclean thing shall not be eaten. It shall be burned with fire. As for the meat, everyone who is clean may eat it. But the soul who eats of the meat of the sacrifice of shalom offerings that belong to Yahuah, having his uncleanness on him, that soul shall be cut off from his people. When anyone touches any unclean thing, the uncleanness of man, or an unclean animal, or any unclean abomination, and eats some of the meat of the sacrifice of shalom offerings that belongs to Yahuah, that soul shall be cut off from his people. Yahuah spoke to Mashah, saying, Speak to the children of Yashar'Al, saying, You shall eat no fat of an ox, a sheep, or a goat, the fat of that which dies of itself, and the fat of that which is torn by animals may be used for any other service, but you shall not in any way eat of it. For whoever eats the fat of the animal which man offers as an offering made by fire to Yahuah, the soul who eats it shall be cut off from his people. You shall not eat any blood, whether it is of bird or of animal, in any of your dwellings. Whoever it is who eats any blood, that soul shall be cut off from his people. Yahuah spoke to Mashah, saying, Speak to the children of Yashar'Al, saying, He who offers the sacrifice of his shalom offerings to Yahuah shall bring his offering to Yahuah out of the sacrifice of his shalom offerings. With his own hands he shall bring Yahuah's offering made by fire. He shall bring the fat with the breast, that the breast may be waved for a wave offering before Yahuah. The priest shall burn the fat on the slaughter place, but the breast shall be Aharon's and his sons. The right thigh you shall give to the priest for a contribution out of the sacrifices of your shalom offerings. He among the sons of Aharon who offers the blood of the shalom offerings and the fat shall have the right thigh for a portion. For the breast that is waved and the thigh that is contributed, I have taken from the children of Yashar'Al out of the sacrifices of their shalom offerings, and have given them to Aharon, the priest, and to his sons as their portion forever from the children of Yashar'Al. This is the anointing portion of Aharon and the anointing portion of his sons out of the offerings of Yahuah made by fire, in the day when he presented them to minister to Yahuah in the priest's office, which Yahuah commanded to be given them by the children of Yashar'Al, in the day that he anointed them. It is their portion forever throughout their generations. This is the thurah of the burnt offering, the grain offering, the sin offering, the trespass offering, the consecration, and the sacrifice of shalom offerings, which Yahuah commanded Mashah on Mount Sinai, in the day that he commanded the children of Yashar'Al to offer their offerings to Yahuah in the wilderness of Sinai. Thank you for joining me. May we continue seeking Yahuah through his word and growing in the knowledge of him one day at a time until Yahusha gathers us. Shalom.